daily damage control. How to undo health mistakes throughout the day. If you stay with me until the very end of this video, you're going to walk away with something truly life-changing, a simple hour-by-hour roadmap to undoing the most common daily health mistakes we all make without even realizing it. And here's the part that surprises most people. You might already know some of these steps. They might even seem basic, but the results are out of this world. Whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, your body is still capable of recovering, resetting, and rebuilding strength throughout the day, if you know how to support it. So today, we're doing something different. I'm going to walk with you through a full day, from the moment you open your eyes to the moment you settle into bed, and reveal what you can do during the day to reverse inflammation, calm stress, restore energy, protect your heart, and even improve your sleep before nighttime arrives. No complicated routines, no fancy equipment, just real, doable corrections you can apply immediately. Think of this video like your personal daily damage control system, one that puts you back in charge of your health, no matter what happened yesterday or even this morning. And if you're ready, take a deep breath with me. Let's start your morning, and let's start undoing the damage one smart choice at a time. Morning reset. Undoing overnight stress. Morning is the moment your body quietly asks for help, and most people don't realize it. During the night, even when you sleep well, your muscles stiffen, your joints dry out a little, and your circulation slows. That's perfectly normal. What matters is what you do in the first 10 minutes after waking. And today, we're going to rewind the damage before it affects the rest of your day. Start by sitting up slowly. Don't rush. Place your feet on the floor and take one long inhale through your nose, then exhale through your mouth. This resets your nervous system, lowering early morning cortisol, which is the stress hormone that can make you feel shaky, tired, or unfocused. You might already know it. It might even seem basic, but the results are out of this world. Now place your hands on your thighs and do gentle ankle circles, 10 each direction. This alone can improve blood flow to your legs, reduce swelling, and even make walking feel lighter later in the day. Finish by drinking a half cup of warm water. Not cold, warm. It wakes up your digestion, reduces bloating, and signals your body that healing mode has begun. And before we move on, I want to keep this interactive, because this video is here to help you. So if you're still watching and you're committed to taking care of yourself today, type 1 in the comments. That way I know you're with me. Mid-morning damage check. Undoing sitting stiffness. By mid-morning, most people, especially in their 60s, 70s, or 80s, have already spent an hour or two sitting, maybe reading the news, paying bills, watching TV, or enjoying a quiet morning. But sitting longer than 45-60 minutes begins to reduce circulation to your hips, legs, and lower back, creating stiffness that builds into pain later in the day. So let's undo that hidden damage before it sneaks up on you. Stand up, hold on to the back of a chair or countertop, and gently sway your hips side to side for 20 seconds. This re-lubricates your hip joints and wakes up the muscles that support your balance. Then roll your shoulders backward 10 times. Most people don't realize shoulder tension can cause headaches, neck pain, and even shallow breathing. Take one slow inhale and lift your arms halfway up. No higher if your shoulders are sensitive, and exhale while lowering them. This helps your rib cage open, improving lung capacity. The more oxygen you take in, the more energy and clarity you feel. Here's something interesting. These tiny resets actually reverse the internal pressure that builds during long sitting sessions. You're not just stretching, you're undoing micro damage that would have shown up hours later as fatigue or soreness. This is the moment in your day when small corrections matter the most. And the best part? They take less than 2 minutes. Late morning nutrition correction. Late morning is when subtle mistakes with food or timing often start affecting your energy. Maybe you skipped breakfast, maybe you had something sugary, maybe you just had coffee and nothing else. That's okay, because we're doing damage control, not perfection. Here's how to reset your body before lunchtime. First, drink a small glass of water, just a few sips, to wake up digestion. Then eat something with protein and fiber. This could be half a banana with peanut butter, a small yogurt, or even a handful of nuts. You might already know it. It might even seem basic, but the results are out of this world. These foods stabilize your blood sugar, preventing that late morning crash that leaves you tired or irritable. If you feel heavy or bloated, stand up and gently twist your torso left and right. This helps your digestive organs wake up and reduces pressure on your lower back. This is not about dieting. It's about correction. Your body is constantly giving you signals. Tiredness means low glucose. Stiffness means poor circulation. Tension means cortisol spikes. These tiny late morning adjustments undo the buildup of stress that can make the rest of the day harder. Your goal is simple. Keep your body in a stable, steady state so you can feel strong and confident heading into the afternoon. Early afternoon anti-fatigue reset. After lunch, most adults, especially older adults, experience a predictable dip in energy. It's not just food, it's body temperature, blood flow, and even brain chemistry shifting. The problem is when we let that dip turn into a full slump. Today, we're breaking that pattern. First, take a short walk. Even 90 seconds inside your home counts. Walk to the kitchen, then the bedroom, then the hallway. This quick burst reroutes your blood flow away from your stomach and back toward your brain, giving you more clarity. Next, rub your hands together until they're warm and gently press your palms over your eyes. Hold for 5 seconds. This calms the optic nerve, reduces tension headaches, and helps your brain feel refreshed. If you tend to feel sleepy, try this. Straighten your spine and take 3 deep breaths. When you slouch, your lungs compress and your brain receives less oxygen. Fixing posture is one of the fastest ways to undo mid-afternoon fatigue. And if you ate something heavier than you intended, don't worry. Simply sit tall and pull your belly in slightly for 10 seconds. This activates your core muscles and relieves pressure from your digestion pathways. Your afternoon doesn't have to be the slow part of your day. With a few tiny corrections, you can turn it into one of your strongest, most productive hours.
Afternoon hydration correction. Most people underestimate how dehydrated they become by the afternoon. And with age, the thirst signal weakens, making it even harder to notice. But dehydration doesn't just make you thirsty, it causes brain fog, dizziness, weakness, constipation, and even mood changes. So here's your afternoon reset. Drink just half a glass of water, not a full glass. That often feels overwhelming. Half a glass hydrates your cells without upsetting digestion. If plain water feels boring, add a squeeze of lemon. The acidity stimulates digestive enzymes, improves absorption, and makes hydration easier. Now, check your lips and hands. If your lips feel dry or your hands feel rough, that's a sign your body needs more fluids. Moisturize your hands and take another sip of water. It sounds simple, but this tells your brain that your body is being cared for, and your nervous system relaxes. If you feel lightheaded or mentally slow, stand up and gently tap the inside of your elbows and knees. This encourages lymphatic movement, which helps your body clear waste and tension faster. Your goal is not to drink more water. Your goal is to hydrate smarter. When you hydrate in small, steady amounts, your body stays energized and balanced, which prevents a wave of late-day fatigue from hitting you. Late afternoon movement fix. Late afternoon is the time when hidden tension finally shows up. Your shoulders tighten, your hips feel stuck, your lower back starts reminding you it exists. But you can undo this daily buildup with one simple mobility routine. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart and gently bend your knees. Not a squat, just a soft bend. Now imagine a string lifting the top of your head upward. This lengthens your spine, relieving pressure on your vertebrae. Next, lift your arms out to the sides like wings, only to shoulder height, and slowly rotate your torso left and right. This lubricates your spine, wakes up your core, and melts away stiffness before it turns into pain. Finish with heel lifts. Hold onto a counter, rise onto your toes, and slowly lower down. Do this 10 times. This strengthens your calves, improves circulation, and reduces swelling in your ankles. You might already know it. It might even seem basic, but the results are out of this world. When you care for your body in these tiny windows throughout the day, you don't just avoid pain. You feel lighter, more capable, and more connected to your own strength. Undoing emotional tension. Emotional stress might be invisible, but its effects are not. It raises your blood pressure, increases inflammation, disrupts digestion, and even affects your sleep. But here's the good news. You can reverse emotional tension in under 2 minutes. Start by placing your hand over your chest. Feel your heartbeat. Now breathe in slowly through your nose, counting to 4, and exhale for 6. This longer exhale activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the one that calms your body and lowers stress signals. Next, bring awareness to your jaw. Are you clenching? Gently open your mouth, move your jaw side to side, and relax it. Jaw tension is one of the biggest hidden sources of headaches and neck pain. Now think of one thing that's been bothering you today. Don't dive into it, just bring it to the surface. Then imagine it floating away like a balloon. This imagery technique actually interrupts the stress loop in your brain. Place your hands on your stomach and take another slow breath. You might feel your body soften instantly. Undoing emotional tension is not about ignoring your feelings. It's about preventing those feelings from damaging your health. early evening nutrition reset. As the day moves toward evening, your metabolism begins to slow down. That's natural. But if you eat too quickly, too heavily, or too late, it creates physical stress your body must deal with all night. Today, we're going to undo that pattern. First, decide on a light pre-dinner correction. This can be a small piece of fruit, a few almonds, or a slice of cheese. It stabilizes your blood sugar so you don't overeat at dinner, one of the most common causes of nighttime indigestion and poor sleep. Then drink a few sips of warm water. Warmth activates digestion and helps your stomach prepare for food. You might already know it. It might even seem basic, but the results are out of this world. As you prepare dinner, try to include 3 things: something colorful, like vegetables, something with protein, like chicken, beans, or fish, something small with healthy fat, like olive oil. This combination helps your body absorb nutrients efficiently while keeping inflammation low. If you tend to snack late at night, set aside a portion of your dinner to enjoy later. This helps you avoid grabbing unhealthy options. Your goal is to treat dinner like a supportive ritual, not a stressful one. Evening mobility reset. Evening is when stiffness reaches its peak. Hours of small tensions, micro-stresses, and sitting add up. But with one simple mobility reset, you can undo that entire buildup. Start by sitting on a firm chair with your feet flat on the floor. Slowly roll your head in a half circle from shoulder down through the chest to the other shoulder. Never roll fully backward. Do this 5 times. It releases deep muscle tension that has been compressing your neck all day. Next, stretch your arms forward and gently round your upper back. Think of creating space between your shoulder blades. Hold for 5 seconds, then sit tall. Now place your hands on your hips and lean slightly forward, then slightly back. This lubricates your hip joints and helps reduce pressure on your lower spine when you lie down later. Finally, while holding on to the chair, lift one knee at a time, almost like marching in place. This increases circulation, especially if you've been sitting for long periods. These slow, deliberate movements tell your body the hard part of the day is over. It's time to restore and repair. Even just a few minutes in the evening can undo a full day of accumulated stiffness.
Undoing daily inflammation. Inflammation builds quietly. It comes from food, stress, lack of movement, and even poor sleep. But you can reduce inflammation every evening with a few simple corrections. First, drink a small cup of warm water with a tiny squeeze of lemon or a pinch of salt. This hydrates your cells and helps your body flush toxins from your lymphatic system. Next, gently massage your calves and thighs. You don't need to press hard, just use slow, upward motions. This improves circulation, reduces swelling, and decreases inflammatory buildup. Now, place both hands on your stomach and breathe deeply. Slow belly breathing reduces inflammatory markers in the body, according to multiple studies. If your joints feel warm or achy, place a cool cloth on them for a few minutes. Not ice, just cool. This calms inflammation without shocking your skin. You might already know it. It might even seem basic, but the results are out of this world. When you undo inflammation each evening, you sleep better, wake up lighter, and feel more mobile. Emotional reset before nightfall. As the evening quiets down, your mind often becomes louder. You replay the day. You worry about tomorrow. You think about mistakes, conversations, or things left undone. But we're going to undo that emotional weight. Find a comfortable place to sit. Close your eyes. Take one slow breath. Now, think of 3 things you handled well today. They don't have to be big. Maybe you hydrated, stretched, went for a walk, or simply took time to breathe. Acknowledging these small wins triggers positive hormones that calm your nervous system. Next, imagine placing the rest of your worries onto a shelf. Literally picture a shelf in your mind. Everything you don't need tonight goes onto that shelf. This simple visualization reduces anxiety and helps your brain slow down before bed. Now, put your hand on your heart and say quietly to yourself, "I did my best today, and my best is enough." This is not about perfection. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness you give others. Undoing emotional weight at night is one of the strongest forms of self-care. Preparing the body for sleep. Good sleep is not something you fall into. Good sleep begins with preparation, with undoing the stress signals your body collected throughout the day. Start by dimming your lights. Lower light tells your brain to release melatonin, the hormone that prepares you for sleep. Next, avoid screens for at least 20 minutes, if possible. If you can't avoid them, lower the brightness. Screens delay melatonin release and make falling asleep harder. Do a simple breathing pattern. Inhale for 4, exhale for 6, 3 times. This tells your body it's safe to rest. Now, gently stretch your legs by pointing your toes forward and backward. This improves circulation and prevents nighttime cramps, which are extremely common in adults over 60. If your mind tends to wander, do a mental walkthrough of a place you love, a beach, a garden, a childhood memory. This shifts your brain into a calm, dream-ready state. With these steps, you're undoing the physical and mental tension that tries to follow you into the night. Undoing sleep disruptors. Even small things can disrupt your sleep. A heavy meal, stress, dehydration, or even room temperature. But with targeted corrections, you can minimize these disruptions. First, adjust your pillow. If your head is too high or too low, it strains your neck and increases restlessness. Aim for your spine to stay neutral. Next, check your room temperature. Cooler rooms around 65 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit help your body maintain deeper sleep cycles. If you wake up often at night, place a glass of water near your bed, just in case. Dehydration is one of the biggest, least recognized causes of nighttime waking. Practice a gentle relaxation routine. Tighten your shoulders for 1 second, then release. Do the same with your hands, legs, and feet. This releases stored tension from your muscles. Your goal is not a perfect night of sleep. Your goal is to undo the obstacles that prevent your body from resting deeply. Midnight damage control. If you wake up in the middle of the night, which is extremely common, you can still undo the damage before it turns into a full night of restlessness.
First, don't sit up quickly. Stay still. Take one slow breath. This prevents your heart rate from spiking. Next, relax your jaw and unclench your fists. You might not notice it, but nighttime tension is real and affects your ability to fall back asleep. If your thoughts begin racing, count backward from 100. Slowly. This guides your brain into a calmer rhythm. If your legs feel restless, point and flex your feet a few times. This resets the nerves and muscles in your lower limbs. If you're awake for more than 10 minutes, sit up gently, drink one small sip of water, and return to bed. That single sip signals your body to calm down. Midnight wake-ups don't have to ruin your sleep. You can undo the disruption and ease yourself back into peaceful rest. Morning after damage control. Sometimes sleep isn't perfect, and that's okay. What matters is how you recover the next morning. Start by sitting up slowly and taking a grounding breath. Then, drink warm water with a slice of lemon. This helps flush toxins and wake up your organs. Next, sit on the edge of the bed and gently rotate your ankles. This improves blood flow and prevents dizziness when you stand. If your eyes feel heavy, rub your hands together until warm and place them over your eyelids. This refreshes your optic nerves and reduces morning grogginess. And if you feel frustrated about waking up tired, remind yourself, today is about correction, not perfection. Even a less than ideal night can be undone with the right morning reset. Putting it all together. Daily damage control loop. Throughout this video, you've learned how to undo the little mistakes that happen naturally throughout the day. But here's the real power. When you combine all these steps, hydration, mobility, breathing, emotional resets, nutrition corrections, they form a loop. A healing loop. A self-repair loop. A daily damage control loop. Every time you do a tiny correction, even a 10-second one, your body responds. Your heart rate lowers, your inflammation decreases, your joints loosen, your digestion improves, your mind clears. You might already know these steps. They might even seem basic, but the results, they are truly out of this world. And now, you're ready for something special. The most effective, most powerful technique of all. The one most effective method. The most powerful way to undo daily health mistakes is something incredibly simple, but deeply overlooked. Consistent micro corrections. Not big workouts, not strict diets, not dramatic routines. Just tiny actions repeated throughout the day. Every time you take a deep breath, stretch your spine, hydrate with a small sip, relax your jaw, correct your posture, calm your emotions, move for 10 seconds, you are resetting your body back to balance. Think of your health like a compass. Throughout the day, it drifts off direction. Stress pulls it one way, stiffness another, dehydration another. Micro-corrections bring it back to true north. This method works for every age, 60, 70, 80, and beyond. Because it doesn't rely on strength or endurance, it relies on consistency. Small choices, small moments, massive results. If you take away only one thing from this video, let it be this. You have the power to undo daily damage. Not once a week, not once a month, but every day. In the smallest, easiest moments. Your health is not determined by yesterday's mistakes. It is strengthened by today's corrections. Every sip of water, every breath, every stretch, every moment of awareness brings you closer to a healthier, calmer, stronger version of yourself. And now, I want to hear from you. If you're committed to taking charge of your health, type 2 in the comments right now. And if this video helped you, even one sentence, one idea, please subscribe, like, and share so it can help more people in their 60s, 70s, and 80s who deserve this knowledge too. Your journey is not about perfection. It's about progress. And every day gives you a new chance to reset, repair, and rise.